Hello, everybody. Today is another free Tarot Wednesday, and hope you guys will stop by and let me do a reading for you. Actually, got some new cards, which I'll show you all when people start showing up. Um, but yeah, we got got some new stuff in the works. See, I got my new wall hanging thing right there, giving me energy. And Russ, as usual, is on. We've taken care of requests for readings,
Quite as wide as I'd like that thing.
but
You're batting.
well, that's okay. It works.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Stud!
Tammy, how you doing? Anyway, so let you guys know, got some new cards. They are the Soul's Journey cards. Just got those a couple days ago. Already done a reading with them, and I really like them. I mean, this is probably so far my favorite deck. So, anyway. Oh, sure. Tammy, I'll give you a reading. No problem. And in the meantime, be thinking about what you want me to request from the cards for you. So put Tammy on the list.
Tammy's there. You're doing it right now, so
Okay.
Tammy is number one.
Hey, DJ, how you doing? Hang on a second, I gotta shuffle these cards. Like I said, new cards tonight. Soul's Journey cards. They're basically life lesson cards, which is I really like because kind of gives everybody a direction, so to speak, to go.
Oh, okay. Well, DG Black is actually Dorothy.
Oh, hi, Dorothy.
Sliding in one of them aliases, huh, Dorothy?
I do it. SJ.
Yeah, well.
My name is Sandra, but I go by SJ a lot. I mean, it's easier than writing it all out, that's for sure.
I went by an alias for a long time, my dad. My name was Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Boy! Yeah.
Alrighty.
I didn't even know
So
my
I'm
name.
doing Tammy's first.
Tammy, yes.
Tammy. Okay, as usual, we're doing a 3-card deck tonight.
Yeah, okay.
3-card readings.
Dorothy's next.
Your first card, Tammy, is Adversity. Now, don't always, don't always worry about the word that comes on here because things can mean a lot of different things. You know, words can mean a lot of different things. So just, yeah, hang in there. Okay. Second card is Friendship. And your third card is Death, but that's probably meaning totally something else, so don't freak out, okay? All right. Let's see here. New deck, new book, okay? You know, I'd like to know, I unless I've done these like a million times, which I haven't, I would really like to be able to just tell you what these mean without having to read what it says, but the only problem is sometimes I might miss something. Yeah, even though I'm sensitive, yes, that does happen. Okay. Adversity, Tammy. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. No one ever said life was going to be easy. Obstacles are presented to you so that you may overcome them. Believe that you will, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence comes to those who have succeeded in conquering adversity, and then, excuse me, my glasses are really dirty or something, and then the next hurdle won't seem as daunting. Adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family. You are not alone in this time of challenge. If you need help, others are waiting to offer assistance. This test may have come into your life to teach you to receive, to teach you to receive rather than to give. So basically, it's your time for people to help you if you're having issues right now. So if you have any problems, Tammy, you can write me and we can talk, okay? All right. Oh, what did I do that for? That's stupid. Okay. Second card is friendship. Let's see. I'm sorry. The pages are a little sticky, so you have to bear with me. Okay. I understand that a friend in my life. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. That's true. All humans are created from the same source, but there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be the most frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone in your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime. Together, you will teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. If you have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes, a true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it. He or she will give advice with your best interests at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. There you go. That's pretty cool. See, I haven't even looked at all these cards, so these are all new to me too. Okay. The last card is the Death card, but it's not what you think it is, so don't freak out, okay? All right. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings, which means you got a door closing and another one's opening for you, so there you go. Death is an illusion. It's a fact of life that the human body we use to travel the earth must eventually stop working. It's not meant to exist forever. The energy and the consciousness that inhabited that body is free and returns to its natural home, but it never abandons us. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change, because stagnancy extinguishes progress. The same is true for a relationship or a career. A soul session may be completed, and it is time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into new horizons of learning and development. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life who have shared part of your path and taught you so much. Yep. When this kind of card or this kind of reading comes into effect a lot, you'd be really surprised. It's basically telling you that whatever has been the issue for you recently is going to be closing, and now you'll be able to move on, get into new things, maybe take the things that you've learned in the past and make it turn it into a book. It could just be about anything. So that's actually a very good card. I really like that card. So there you go, Tammy. Hope it helped. Okay. Who's next?
Next. Oh, yes. Oh, well, it would be that John. Let's just cut to the chase. It's Dorothy.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dorothy, let's see what the cards have to. Now, make sure you're concentrating on what you're trying to ask, okay? Everybody, before I get to you, concentrate so your energy's coming to me, okay?
Fred's here, Irma's here.
And going into my hands,
Tammy said thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Love and blessings to you.
You're very welcome. Alright. Okay, Dorothy. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. First card is courage. Your second card is growth. And the third card is discipline. All right. Move the cards to the side here. So your first card, Dorothy, is courage. I hope this. What?
I'm froze.
Is anybody? Well, I must be okay because. Anyway.
I'm all right now.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. That's courage. You need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all fears or disguises. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This test has been put before you because it is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you and only you can make the correct decisions. Some of these words, boy. By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face that same obstacle again. So whatever the situation is, put it in your mind and focus on it that you're going to move forward, not backwards. You know that whole 10 steps forward, 2 steps back? Yeah. It happens a lot. Okay, let's see here. Your next card is growth. And it's a companion of that card that I just read you. Most definitely. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. You are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you, it is also about recognizing every person and circumstance on your path as a teacher. The constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from the signposts that Spirit has left for you on your path. Take the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom, excuse me, my nose itches, the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge your gifts and take them to heart as you continue your sovereign in this physical dimension. Don't look for the opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that are given to you. Very good. So, you're going to leave what's behind and have the courage to move forward. Now, the growth is what's coming next. Next, you have to relax and, find ways that works best for you to advance your levels of spirituality. And believe me, there's a lot of them. I'm learning a lot of them myself after all these years. It's funny, you think you know quite a bit when you're doing, when you're psychic and stuff, but boy, when you sit down and have to read about the everything that goes along with it, it's quite a challenge. I mean, I'm looking for the last card, that's why I'm talking right now. Hang on just a second. The last card is discipline. All right, that also goes with growth. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So if you set your mind to growing something for yourself, whether that's a new business, new relationship, whatever, the discipline is how you're going to get there. Okay. Excuse me very much. Your soul has a goal, but it is also chosen to incarnate into a world of distractions. Earth is a dimension of obstacles and challenges. We all should know that. But you have been given discipline as your birthright. It is time to remind yourself what your soul has come back to this planet to learn. This is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily tasks with a new system of managing your life. Instead of being the passive recipient of whatever comes your way. So you plan. Hey Fred, how you doing? And then the last part of it says distractions can easily get us off the work of our soul. And if you give in to this apathetic impulse, we can miss many well-placed and pre-planned teachings needed for our inherent growth. Learn that the satisfaction of a task completed is more emotionally rewarding than a task delayed. Sound like a little Chinese proverb or something. So there you go, Dorothy. I hope that helps. Hope it moves to your soul and touches it. So, or whether it's already been there. Alrighty, who's next? I'm sorry, guys, I'm not doing this very long because last time I didn't get to everybody that I wanted to because I got too tired. So, huh?
Danny
Mosley?
Yep.
Hi, Danny. How you doing? I try to remember you guys' last names, but I won't always. Believe me, I have a hard time remembering phone numbers sometimes. Not as much as I do if I go and walk from here to the kitchen and forget what I went in there for.
I don't even have to make it to the kitchen. I get up and I forget what I'm doing.
I know. You ever opened the refrigerator and thought to yourself, well, I'm glad you stopped by, Fred. Thank you. Yeah. Went to open the refrigerator and forgot what you got. You needed, and you needed it too because you're cooking something, right? I do that all the time.
Space it right out.
Okay, Danny, your first card is denial. Doesn't always mean what it says. Just remember that. Okay. Next card. It's a death card. Well, like I said, that doesn't mean it's bad. Don't freak out. Okay. And then the last card is a regret card. So, some serious issues tonight for you, Miss Danny. Let's see what they have to say. Something you're probably working on, which is good. It's always good to work on things. Okay. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. It is time to open up and be completely honest with yourself at this present moment. Buried fears and resentments do not die. They merely fester and cause dis-ease. Only by bringing them to the surface and examining them in the light of day with love and compassion will you banish them from your life. It may bring you pain and heartache to reflect upon these situations again, but you are only giving them power by suppressing them. The dangerous seeds of denial will grow and spread and manifest unless you uproot them, examine them, and release them. This is the only way to become whole and healthy. Learn not to bury painful emotions in the first place. Deal with them as they come and take all the time you need to neutralize them without hiding them. Hang on just a second. Okay. Your soul wants to live honestly and authentically in the now. Don't hinder it by placing emotional landmines on its path. Yeah. So, a lot of times when we've had stuff in the past and we just don't let it go, we just let it, it's so true. You just let it fester and fester, and finally it causes you to be sick. I've actually had that issue many times because I didn't want to let things go. So you have to look inside and say, okay, I lived through this. It was heartbreaking, yes, but it's now time for me to move to the next goal in my life. And that's what we're going to. So, because that's supposed to, according to this next card, whatever the situation is, you're supposed to let it go because it's dying with new creation of new new opportunities for you. Okay? Let me read you exactly what it says. Unless you heard the last time I read it. Okay, this card I think is going to come up a lot because a lot of people are living in the moment right now. What we're all going through, what we've been through for the last 2 months is very frustrating, and you just want to get outside and do what you normally do, and nobody's letting us. But it's just because we got to keep this stuff under control. But anyway, the Death card. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Death is an illusion. It's not a fact of life. Or it's a fact of life, excuse me, that the human body we use to travel the earth will eventually stop working. It's not meant to exist forever. The energy and the consciousness that inhabited that body is free and returns to its natural home, but it never abandons us. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change. Because stagnancy extinguishes progress. In other words, the longer you hold on to something, the worse it's going to get for you. The same is true for a relationship or a career. A soul lesson must be completed, and it is time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into new horizons of learning and development. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life. You've shared part of your path and taught you so much. So you've learned a lot. Now you just have to learn to let that go and start something new. Just push it off your plate and bring in something more exciting or more fulfilling for yourself. Okay, and the last card is regret. We all go through that at some point in our life. Because you didn't get to do something or whatever, and it takes a lot to let things go sometimes. I know that I cannot change the past. The soul doesn't know time. Time is a construct of the physical dimension. To your soul, there is only one big now. Think of the past as the now that has already been created, and the future as the now that has yet to be created. You don't have the power to uncreate the past, so let it go. Your power of creation lies in the awareness of the present. You have the power to not only create your future, but also create acceptance of your past. You should realize that you are the total summation of every single experience you have had. Those experiences have helped shape you into the person you are today. Train yourself not to judge past events as good or bad, but as opportunities, learning opportunities. What have you learned from the past that will help you enrich your future? It's a question to you. Focusing on the past and letting it dictate the direction of your future is taking your power away from yourself. You are the creator. You hold the power. Reflect on the lessons of the past and use your current power to create your bright future. And I see that for you, Danny. So whatever's been holding you down, you got to let it go. I know it's probably difficult, whatever it is, but you have to let it go so that you can start feeling better, not only about yourself, but about the world in generally. And you are part of this, world with all the rest of us souls. So you got to learn how to be happy, let things roll off your shoulders. Don't let them pin you down, okay? There you go. There's Danny's. Who are we looking at now?
Well, Rachel's here, and Brenda Anderson showed up.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hello.
And Christine Parsons is next.
Christine Parsons. Why do I know that name?
You're thinking of the Parsons lady off of Double Jeopardy, maybe.
No, I'm not.
That's not the same Parsons lady.
No. Anyway, hello, Chris Parsons. I'm doing yours now. You're welcome, Danny. I hope it helped.
Her name was Libby.
Libby who?
Libby Person.
You didn't get Brenda down.
I didn't know she wanted to read it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who was I doing?
Christine.
Oh, Christine. Hello, Christine. How are we doing? Brenda, you'll be next. Russ didn't see you that you wanted to reading, so I'm sorry. Alrighty. For Christine. First card. Discipline. That's come up a couple times already. Your second one is perseverance. Perseverance. And your third card is gratitude. I'll need to learn that a little bit, I think. We forget sometimes how much people do for us, you know. Alrighty, let's see. First one is discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Your soul has a goal, but it also has chosen to incarnate into a world of distractions. Earth is a dimension of obstacles and challenges, but you have given discipline as your birthright. It is time to remind yourself what your soul has come back to this planet to learn. You know, the craziest thing, you could be 70 years old and still not figure out what your life purpose is. But, you know, that depends on us. We have to be willing to let go of whatever we've already learned, move through it, and step on forward. Okay, so this is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily tasks with a new system of managing your life instead of being the passive recipient of whatever comes your way. Distractions can easily get us off the work of our soul, and if we give in to this apathetic impulse, we can miss many well-placed and pre-planned teachings needed for our inherent growth. Learn that the satisfaction of a task completed is more emotionally rewarding than a task delayed. All right. The second card is perseverance. Just better find it. There it is. Alrighty. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I think we had this for somebody else. As a soul, you are on a mission in this physical dimension. You are the only one who knows the correct path to take. Your intuition, your connection to spirit is your compass. If you have the power to stay the course and you are stronger and more determined than you might first think. In order to experience many successes in life, you must mature and realize that the strength within yourself and the quality of your inner courage. Life doesn't just happen. We must make it happen. It is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult because we concern ourselves with how others will perceive us. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. Now is the time to make the proper changes and take risks and do things you never thought you could ever do. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength, live the joyfulness your soul yearns for, and engage in activities you have always wanted to try, but were afraid you'd fail at. Your soul would not yearn for something that you couldn't accomplish. You have the strength and the fortitude to be capable of greatness. So there you go, Christine. You can be a great person, and I feel that is true, very true. Okay, gratitude. All righty. That's probably one of my favorite emotions, gratitude. I'm gonna find it. All right. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. This soulful card is telling you that it is time to stop. Close your eyes and become mindful of the incredible gift the universe has bestowed upon you in offering valuable and unique lessons tailored especially for your soul. This is an important reminder to express your appreciation for what has been, what will be, and most important, who you are. It is time to acknowledge the universe, how thankful you are for being provided these opportunities for insight and understanding. It is also time for your soul to share recognition of all those loved ones in your life, upon the earth or in spirit, who have helped form who you are now. In other words, appreciation for your family. That's always a good one. All right, let's see. You may even find it helpful to begin to write a list of all things that are grateful for in your life. When you put forth the contemplation and the energy to do this, it awakens thoughts that acknowledge your connection to all that is. By bringing yourself into a state of gratitude, it not only has a transforming effect on the energy in the sacred space surrounding you, but also brings about the overall sense of health and well-being. There you go. I hope that helped. Sometimes these cards, they repeat themselves, and it's usually because all you people that are here right now, you're meant to be here. And so when you get a reading, everybody's getting a reading because they're meant to hear the things that I'm telling everybody else, even themselves, if they get a reading. So I hope that makes sense. Hi Darren, how you doing? Who's next? Hi Karen.
Brenda.
Brenda. Hello Brenda Anderson. How you doing? Guys, again, I'll have to give you just a minute here in a second. I need something to drink. I'm really thirsty. What? Where are you? Okay, Brenda. I'm sorry I seem a little bit, energy's a little low. Had to go grocery shopping today. Didn't get home till late, so just ate dinner, so I'm kind of full and all that. So
Christine said, thank you so much. Helps to understand the sky holds no limit, love and light.
Yes, who's that?
Christine.
You're very welcome. Guilt is your first card.
Darren just want to stop by and say, hey, what up, brother?
Hey. Second card is empathy. And last card is patience. Alright. A lot of my sisters and brothers in here coming for a reading. Because, you know, what a lot of people don't understand is when you have abilities and you want to know something about your life, usually you better go to another psychic or another, get another reading, tarot reading or whatever, because it's very difficult for us to pick up on things about our life. So yeah, that's why a lot of people come and, you know, get readings from me, or I go get readings from somebody else. That's why.
Well, Darren had to bounce.
Okay, bye, Darren. Alrighty. Guilt is the first card. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. The energy of fear has many guises to complicate your path to loving yourself. Guilt is the most devious because it is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It is a self-imposed emotion that pretends to be instructive and enlightening. Guilt can help us grow when we realize that our actions have been hurtful to others and that we need to make amends. After we do so, though it's time to learn from the behavior and move on, the problem arises when we hold on to a guilty feeling that serves no purpose other than promoting self-destructiveness and low self-esteem. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Guilt is not always rational, but if you examine its subjectivity, act on it, and release it, it becomes a temporary emotion. Long-held guilty feelings are never good and will create a roadblock to self-love and happiness. You must continually scan your current emotions for any guilty feelings and bring them to the surface for analysis. Healthy guilt is a warning that action should be taken. Irrational guilt needs to be released. Okay? All right. And your second one is empathy. We all got a little bit of that going on. I've had mine since forever. Need to find it. Gosh darn it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. You don't really understand others' motivations if you haven't lived their life and seen the world through their eyes. It's so easy to judge another's behavior matched up against your own and label it as right or wrong. But you're missing an important part of the equation, the other person's history and personal path. We are all sparks of the divine with a purpose here in the physical dimension, and we can all exert our free will. Some of us have lost our way along the path to love, and it is a human reaction to judge others before examining their own journey through their eyes and with compassion. Your job is not to judge. Your job is to love and understand. You know, I found the best way to let things go is go into the bathroom or wherever you have a mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, and your eyes don't lie. Whatever your soul is bringing to you in that mirror, pay attention. You're welcome, Christine. Okay, and the last card is patience. Patience. Well, I know somebody who learned that. That's what are you doing? He's supposed to be helping me. He's over here sleeping in the chair. No. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is an unfolding. Life is, they messed up on that. But life is unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and the present and the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are willing, or the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. You are on your own path. There are signposts if you pay attention, because sometimes you're going to come to a Y in a road, and there's going to be signs there, and you just have to pick the right way. Sometimes you won't. It's okay. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. Good or bad, there's still little miracles, and you still have to learn them, and you still have to move on. We've all had to. Okay. Hello, Laura. Hi, Candace. How you doing, hon? Okay, so did I read all those? Yes. So I hope that helps. Uh-oh. Russ deserted me. I don't know who's next. Oh. Okay. Hi, Candace. So Candace, you're next. How about that? I gotta shuffle the cards. I gave Candace a good reading today. A full one. 7-card spread. It was pretty good. Hi, Helen. How you doing? Okay, Candace, here we go. I'll shuffle you up here. Alrighty. Hang on just a second. Alright. The first card is Judgment. Second card is Purpose. I think we discussed that today. And the third one is Perseverance. You had that one today too. I think I didn't remember, did you? Okay. Hang on a second. Mark these off. Can't keep track of who's here and who ain't. Alright. So, Judgment. Somebody's trying to tell you something. We were talking about... I'll tell you. Oh. Yeah, it's okay, Brenda. We all had to go through that. Thanks, Karen. Okay. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. We are all spirit. We are all the same. It's the only roles we have chosen to play here on the earth. This bug. That makes us seem different. I'm sorry, there's a little bug flying around here. I lost myself. Oh, the big lesson you have chosen to learn is to love. There are so many situations in this physical dimension that it is impossible to incarnate into both the core lesson, but the core lesson is to look past these illusions and see yourself in everyone. Each soul has chosen its own struggles, and your task is not to judge how someone goes about overcoming these obstacles, but to assist that soul, help them overcome the obstacles. Spirit has given you the tools of compassion and empathy to help you see through the eyes of those who appear different. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel insignificant or inferior will allow you to feel better about yourself. That is an illusion. By diminishing others, you diminish yourself. Always learn to follow the golden rule. I will treat others as I would like to be treated. Everyone in the life is here to teach you something about yourself, just as you're here to teach someone else about themselves. Accept the lesson with love and understanding. Okay. Purpose. I think we know what your purpose is. We already talked about that, but we'll read it again just to make sure you got it the first time. Okay. I know what I'm here to do. You have chosen to reincarnate on Earth for one major goal, to express love in all that you do. The obstacles of this physical dimension can distract you from that goal, and it's easy to lose your way. Excuse me just a minute. I gotta get a sip of water here. Ooh. Much better. Okay. Life on Earth is full of obligations that require your conscious attention, but that doesn't mean you can't infuse all your decisions with caring and compassion. Your purpose in life is not your career. Rather, your career is guided by your purpose. What activities speak to your soul? What brings you joy? That is the directions your soul is calling you towards to best convey your own unique expression of love and make a contribution to the world. If you're not happy with your current circumstances, then that is your soul telling you that there is a better way to manifest your own distinct gifts. Listen to your intuition. It is your connection to spirit and the voice of your soul. I think we talked about all that today, didn't we? But sometimes you gotta be reminded. It's okay though. Okay, perseverance. You know what perseverance means, so I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Candace had a reading with me earlier. Yes. And she wants to open up a metaphysical book. And I want to tell you all you guys out there to please listen to this. Oh, thank you, Joni. I appreciate it. Anyway, she wants to open a metaphysical type store book, for books and other stuff. And I told her that what I would do is I would start asking all the people on my friends list if they have any kind of books that they're not using anymore, that it's in their garage stored or in their storage unit or whatever, that they're not reading anymore. Ask them if they would please donate them so that she can put them in her store. I thought that was a wonderful idea. So I'm going to be doing that myself as soon as she sends me her address. But PM her if you got books, like metaphysical books, religious books, any kind of books like that, paranormal, whatever. Get a hold of her, Candace. What is it? Candace Kandala, I think her last name is. And on Facebook. And if you got any books you don't want, please, message her and get her address or whatever so you can send them to her. She would really appreciate it, and so would I. All right. There you go, Candace. Give you a little plug there. All righty. So, who's next, Russ?
Irma.
Hi, sweet pea. How you doing? We are doing very well, thank you. I got me a new shirt today. Isn't that cool? I love tie-dye stuff. Of course, I'm an old hippie. I can't help it. I told you guys before, I don't really care what people think about what I wear. So I go with the flow. What I feel like wearing when I get up the next day is what I wear. Sometimes I don't get dressed at all. I just stay in my jammies all day. If I'm not going anywhere. So, Irma. I'm hearing the number 4, so they want me to shuffle you 4 times, and we're going to do that. This is number 3. Okay. Okay. First card for Irma is health. Okay. Second card is friendship. And third card is loneliness. Irma, I want to hear you're lonely. Okay. First card is health. Let's see what that has to say for Irma. Don't freak out because it doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. People think that sometimes, but words don't always express what they actually mean. So, all right. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Your body is your temple, and you are responsible for its care. You have chosen to incarnate in this physical dimension to learn certain lessons, and if you don't maintain the physical vehicle that your soul has chosen, then you are sabotaging your own plan. Your health is a vital element for your soul's progress, and you should never take it for granted. Be sensible about nourishment and exercise, which I'm going to start doing. Hey, you know what, Irma? We could walk together if you want. Like if you're close to town, we could do it downtown. You could be a sensitive being, you could be a sensitive being who must be conscious of your surroundings because you can easily be drained by people, places, or things. Always make a ritual of protection and cleansing before you work with a client or just bring. I'm sending some real major energy to you right now. I just got it in my hand. Okay, I'll tell you guys something after we get done with this. Always make a ritual of protection and cleansing before you work with a client or just bring your mind back to your heart throughout the day to rejuvenate. This card may also signify a desire to assist other beings through physical or emotional healing work. You may be involved professionally in the medical fields, body work, or psychiatry and counseling. Or maybe you're just a good listener who possesses sage advice. I agree with that one. That's what you are, Irma. If you are someone you know inherited a congenital disease, past life work may be of some benefit. So in other words, you could do past life regression. That'd be pretty cool. I'd come see you. Okay. Your next card is friendship. All right. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay. All humans are created from the same source, but there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be the most frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone in your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime. Together you will teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. A true friend will illuminate your path instead of instead of dim it. He or she will give advice with your best interest at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. Yes, it is. Nothing you can't do better than have friends. Alrighty. Last one is loneliness. Oh, here it is. Okay. I know that I am never alone. This card has come to you because you must be reminded that there is a difference between being lonely and being alone. Feelings of loneliness originate from a sense of not appreciating the most important person in your life, you. If solitude seems like an affliction, you need to work on creating a healthy relationship with yourself. That's most important, okay? Only then will you attract others who will nurture your soul. If you don't develop a healthy relationship with yourself first, you will only draw unhealthy relationships to you. So, to create a healthy, positive relationship with yourself, you must begin to feel worthy of love. I hate this word. Pessimism of this physical dimension can affect your self-esteem. If you don't have the strong conviction that you are valuable and meaningful, don't view solitude as a weakness. It is merely your soul telling you that it's time to do some inner work and reevaluate your path before you start to shine. Reevaluate your path before you start to shine. Okay. As you sit in the silence of your soul, you will realize that your spirit family, teacher, and guides are with you. You are never alone. Okay? That's right. You ever need to talk, Irma, you know you can call me and Russ. We'll be glad to talk to you. Anything. Alrighty. So who we got next?
Barbie.
Who?
Barbie Mitchell.
Barbie Mitchell?
Barbara. That's Barbie. I think this is Barbie. B-A-R-B-I-E.
Yep, that'd be Barbie.
Okay.
All right, Barbie, how you doing today? All is well?
Please excuse me. My brain's not functioning.
Well, that's pretty normal for us older folks. It happens a lot, actually. But you know what? Things have been getting better lately. Oh, hope you guys like my wall hanging I just got. I'm so proud of it. I'm going to be building, hopefully, a little... Ooh, I don't need to shuffle again. Okay. First card for Barbie, or Barbara, whichever you prefer,
That's a Barbie.
is health, just like the last person I read for, Irma. Your second card is failure. It doesn't necessarily mean what the word, so be patient. Okay, and then the last card is envy. Which we all do that from time to time. Wish we had something more than we do. But you never have more than you do. You're just as long as you have you and the people you love. That's all you need. Alright, let's see. I don't know if you were here when I read Irma's health card. Like she got that too. So, alrighty.
Irma said, great reading, thank you. Answered questions, yes, we can walk for exercise, we'll work on it. And she loves your necklace.
Thank you.
Not one word about me.
Of course not. Anyway.
You believe that?
I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul, and I hope, it's basically this card is telling you to please take care of yourself. You only have one body in this life. Go for a walk, hiking on a trail, go fishing, ride a bicycle, whatever. Get yourself motivated again. Even if it just has to be little bits at a time. There's all kinds of try Tai Chi, very low impact. You're just basically moving your arms, and it's wonderful. So take care of yourself, because it's the only vessel you're going to have in this lifetime. So remember that. Let me see what it says here at the end. The card may also signify a desire to assist other beings through physical or emotional healing work. You may be involved professionally in the medical fields, body work, or psychiatry and counseling, or maybe you're just a good listener who possesses sage advice. If you or someone you know inherited a congenital disease, past life work may be of some benefit to you to help them. Learn it and then do it for them. So just remember, your body's a temple, okay? People, these cards do not come to me, they come to you. And so they're being sent to you for a reason. Everybody here that is right now watching or listening or has had a reading already and has left, it all, I totally just went spacey dead in my brain. Oh, God.
Don't look at me, I'm still on last Wednesday.
If I remember it again, I'll bring it back up. But, okay. Card number 2, failure. I'm not kidding. I just went.
As we cue the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, because I got to think about something else just as I was telling you the punchline, and I totally spaced it out. My God. Travel getting old.
Joyce loves your necklace.
Thank you. Which one? 2-1. Okay, failure.
Necklace.
Oh, my Tree of Life. Okay. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. This is the failure card. Life on Earth is full of experiences. It is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow. Learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minuscule. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the word failure can prevent you from trying again. If you're doing something that's important to you, don't give up. Keep going. You must come to the realization that there is no judgment involved with your soul's lessons. Only you can judge yourself, and that's it. Nobody else has the right to. Remember that. Okay, realize that what you view as a failure is just your soul telling you that there is another path. Embrace the maxim, when the door closes, another one opens. I believe in that one a lot. When something bad happens and you get through it, and that door's closed then. So then you go up, you turn the knob, and you walk into a new room. That's what life is all about. Okay, where was I? It is a time for you to stop any negative emotional investment you have in the outcome. Revel in the knowingness that everything will reveal itself when it is time. No matter what, be true to your dream and the creative process. So maybe you're doing a project right now. Just keep believing in it, and you'll get to the end of it, and it'll be very good. Okay, and last one is envy. And we all do this once in a while. That's what I started to say. Anyway, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. That's true. You must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey. But to try to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face. So to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic to your inner voice, because only you know what is in your best interest. If you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate in an attempt to learn your original lessons again. It's called karma. If you don't do it right the first time here, you have to come back and live it again. Same challenge. Doesn't sound like fun, does it? Anyway, so there you go. I hope that was helpful. Let me know. Yes, no, whatever. I'm willing to listen. Russ, anything new?
Janine wants a reading.
Janine? Okay.
Got 2 more after that so far.
Okie dokie. Okay, Irma's granddaughter wants a reading.
Yeah, I already got her now.
Alright.
That would be Cindy.
And who am I doing again? I'm sorry.
Janine.
Janine. Hello, Janine. How are you? I'm glad you're here tonight with us. Let me see if I can concentrate on what you want to know.
No need to thank me. I'm just the guy that writes.
Thank Russ. I want you guys to thank Russ because he comes every time I do this and writes your names down.
Paying no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Joy Passe? That's an interesting back name.
Yeah.
I'll just call you Joyce, okay? I don't want to ruin your name by trying to pronounce it. Okay, I'm doing Jeanette, right?
Neen.
Huh?
Not Jeanette, Janine.
Oh, Janine, sorry. Okay, first card. Patience.
I'm great, thanks Russ. Hey, there we go. Now we're see, my stardom's starting to show through.
Okay. Second card is loneliness. And your third card is the death card, but please do not freak out. It doesn't mean what you think it does. I had a reading one time and I got that card and I thought, oh my God, what the heck? It's not as bad as you think. Alrighty. Patience. I know several people that need to learn that. I have a lot of patience. Russ doesn't. Okay. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So true. Earth has become a place of instant gratification. And that is so true with the children that are in this world right now. They want everything now and right now. Okay. You must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. I love that saying. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is an unfolding, and the more is unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. These are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. It's kind of like when you're on a trip and you're zooming down the road and you happen to really, just out of the corner of your eye, catch this really cool museum or a little shop, mom and pop shop or something on the side of the road, and you have to go all the way down to the next exit and turn around and come back. and then turn around and come back again to get to the place. It irritates me. So just take it slow and appreciate everything that comes to you in life. Okay, so the next one is loneliness, which I don't like that one. I don't like my friends to be lonely. Anybody ever needs to talk, I'm usually always on Facebook. I'm not always on it, but it's on so I can see if I get messages. Okay, loneliness. I know that I am never alone. This card has come to you because you must be reminded that there is a difference between being lonely and being alone. Feelings of loneliness originate from a sense of not appreciating the most important person in your life, you. If solitude seems like an affliction, you need to work on creating a healthy relationship with yourself. Only then will you attract others who will nurture your soul. If you don't develop a healthy relationship with yourself first, you will only draw unhealthy relationships to you. You know, that's something my parents always told me, that if you can't love yourself first, you can't love anybody else, because you won't know how to love them until you learn to love you. Okay. To create a healthy, positive relationship with yourself, you must begin to feel worthy of love. I hate this word, pessimism, I know that's not how you say it, of this physical dimension can affect your self-esteem. If you don't have the strong conviction that you are valuable and meaningful, don't view solitude as a weakness. It is merely your soul telling you that it's time for you to do some inner work and reevaluate your path before you start to shine. As you sit in the silence of your soul, you will realize that your spirit family, teachers, and guides are with you. You are never alone. Never alone. No matter where you are. There's always somebody with you. All right. The last card is the death card. Like I said, please don't freak out, because it doesn't mean exactly what you think it might. Okay. All right. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So that's what the death card is about. You're learning. You're ending things so you can learn new things. Okay. Death is an illusion. It's a fact of life that the human body we use to travel the earth must eventually stop working. It's not meant to last forever. It means you're not supposed to be 200 years old, because your body would be pretty wrinkled by then. Okay? It's not meant to exist forever. The energy and the consciousness that inhabit your body will be free and returns to its natural home after death. But it never abandons us. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change. Because stagnation extinguishes anything that you want to do by moving forward. For a relationship, you might be trying to get into a new career, or a new relationship, a new family, or whatever. Yeah. A soul lesson may be completed, and it is time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into new horizons of learning and development. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life who have shared part of your path and taught you so much. So you're appreciating people for helping you through. So maybe some rough times, maybe some good times. Yeah, so just remember that it's telling you that you're supposed to end something that you've been troubled over, maybe, and let go of it so that you can open a door to a new path, which is always exciting. It's the adventure. I love the adventure. Okay, Russell, who's next?
Angelica.
What happened to Irma's
Cindy?
granddaughter? Yeah.
Should be after Angelica.
Okay.
There is a list.
Oh, good. Well, who am I? Angelica?
Yeah.
Hello, Angelica. How are you?
You got your job. I got mine.
I'm sorry. My secretary over here. Alrighty. Angelica. What a pretty name. My favorite thing. Angels. Okay.
I could have.
Don't I look glorious today? Got my hair all up in a ponytail and everything.
And Joyce wants us to know that you pronounce her last name, I believe it was Papase.
It's pretty. I like it. Okay. Angelica.
Hope I said that right.
I don't know what
Thank you for the list. Irma, she appreciates talent. She said thank you for the list.
Yes. There's an
I love
Aletha.
reading. Okay.
Okay.
Are you cutting it off at 15?
Yeah,
Right.
what are we at?
This will be 15.
Oh, well, okay. That's fine. Well, they've been going pretty fast, though, so.
Andrea
I'm doing Angelica, right?
Fremantle. Fremantle?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. First card. Surrender. I was just talking about about that today. Next card is Patience. Everybody is getting that card tonight. Swear. Okay. They're getting this card too. Perseverance. Alrighty. Angelica. Let's see what. I don't know if you were here. I haven't gotten the surrender card yet, so that one will be good to read first. The other ones I have gotten before, and I will try to. I will read them to you. Hang on a minute. Lost the S's here.
I get you.
Hmm?
Oh man, you got people
What?
popping in here. Okay.
Hello, Jennifer. How you doing?
What was that?
Okay, Christy.
Aletha. You might go over tonight.
That's okay.
Aletha, that's one of my
No, that's not.
niece's name, but that's not her.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, Angelica. Get back to you here. All right. Surrender.
Okay.
Shh. I can release my need to control. You need to understand the distinction between power and control. You have the power of internal control, but very little external control over people or situations. The majority of your external control is through the power of influence. You can lead by example. Every soul has its own unique path, and it is not your job to dictate it. Giving advice or directions in a compassionate manner is the way to go. Your soul, too, has a path, and you possess the power to control it. But you must surrender the illusion that you have control over another. You don't. You can think till you're blue in the face that you got control over your kids or anybody in your life. You don't. That's up to them. Even though you may be a parent, you have some control, but not as much as you think, believe me. They do grow up. Okay. Remember that this is a process, and from time to time, your ego will rise up and demand that things be the way they should be. Envision a hot air balloon being loaded up with all the things you think you need to control and let them ride away in the balloon. You'll be surprised to find that when you release the energy of control and accept the energy of surrender, doors will open that you never expected, because you have now given the universe space in which to materialize what is needed for your highest soul growth. So, and then we all have to do that once in a while and say, okay, I mean, I don't know who you believe in, guys, but I believe in God. So when I say to God, I surrender everything to you because I can't handle it anymore. And everything starts getting so much better. It has been for me recently because I did it again. I surrendered again. So, okay. Next card is Patience. I am so sorry. I'm just rambling here. Patience. Everybody knows what patience is. Not always as good as they need, often as they need to. Like me.
I'm an extremely patient person.
Okay, I accept everything happens in divine order, and that is so true. You have to wait. Okay, you order something on Amazon, and they say it's supposed to be here next week, And then it gets to that time when it's supposed to be here and it's not here. And you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. And finally you just lose your patience and you go off on the closest person to you. And that usually is what happens. So I'll read a little bit of this. It says, you need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe. And the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you are speeding down the road, you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that you missed along the way. So you have to be patient, learn patience, and I realize everybody has gone through. Thank you. I realize that we've all been through a lot recently, and we're still going through it. And they say maybe till the end of the year, maybe next year. Try to remember that your best bet is to stay away from TV, any medias that talk about politics or the crisis or the pandemic or all the rioting and everything else going on. There's just so much going on, and it's hard for us to take it all in. So just be patient, and everything will be fine. Just kind of look the other way, and pretend like you don't see that stuff, because who's good is it doing? Nobody's. We're all getting very impatient. Okay. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. As a soul, you are on a mission in this physical dimension. You are the only one who knows the correct path for yourself. Your intuition, your connection to spirit is your compass. You have the power to stay the course, and you are stronger and more determined than you might first think. In order to experience many successes in your life, you must mature and realize that the strength within yourself and the quality of your inner courage. Life doesn't just happen. We must make it happen. It is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult. A lot of people don't like to step outside their comfort zone. I used to be that way, but I'm better at it now. Because we concern ourselves with how others will perceive us. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. I was just talking about that earlier. I'm kind of an old hippie girl, so I dress the way I want. I talk the way I want, and I just do things the way I want. And if other people don't like it, then I'm sorry, but you got to be who you are. Be who you are. Don't worry about who they are or what they think of you. Okay? So that's.
I keep saying I'm going to cut your list off. I'm going to stop it.
But
somebody come up.
But you can't. It's okay.
You're already up to 20.
I know.
You're doing good.
So, who was I doing?
Cindy.
No, I wasn't doing that reading for her, was I?
That was it. Angelica, was just finishing up.
Angelica.
Then you're going to be doing Cindy.
Okay, now I'm doing Cindy. I'm sorry I forget your name sometimes, but like I said in the past, on other readings, on other nights that we did readings, I am not good with names.
That's the reason this exists.
Yes, that's why Russ writes it down for me, because I would be losing who you are and say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But anyway, so Cindy, how you doing? You must have a... Huh?
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so Cindy, hope all is good. Are you concentrating on what you want to know? If so, hopefully I'll draw the right cards for you.
After Cindy, we got Kate, Joyce, Lindsay.
Just leave it at Cindy for now, because
Andrea.
I will forget. You know me. So, Cindy. That's what I'm doing for it right now. Okay? Russ knows that I forget the names as soon as he gives them to me.
They're having Irma's having problems with her internet now.
Oh.
Figures.
Do you... Tell you what. I'll do the reading, and you can always come back and listen to the archives if you don't hear it, okay? First card for Cindy is Doubt. The next card I'm drawing is Success. Success. And the third one is Worry. These are all new cards. That's good. Okay. So your first card, Cindy, is Doubt. It's a new one. What's that?
Yes.
Huh.
Hi.
Sorry?
I don't know, Cindy Ann wrote some good break is saying hi.
Huh? Hello. Okay.
Did I get her down?
Doubt. I release the need to know. Who are we talking? Cindy who?
This is Cindy.
Irma's granddaughter.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I release the need to know all the answers. All right. It's impossible for the human brain to comprehend the mysteries of the universe. You are only consciously aware of the 3 dimensions for a reason, and that is to learn to love without the full awareness of your connection to spirit. Everyone has his or her own personal path to this awareness, and there is no right or wrong answer as long as your goal is to manifest the energy of love and compassion. The wisdom of the divine trickles into the physical dimension, and some of it will resonate with your soul and some will not. There are your signposts that guide you to your correct path. If the wisdom resonates with you and seems right, then keep it. Okay, let me stop there for a second. For instance, if you're driving down the road and you get to the end of the road and there's a T, you can go left or right. And you think, okay, well, I'm going to go left. And then all of a sudden, your mind says, no, go right. There's a reason for that. Okay? And I'll tell you in just a minute. If not, release it back to the universe. Always be aware and mindful of the insights that your spirit guides and teachers put in your path. What I was talking about is, all of a sudden it pops in your head, no, go right instead. And if you go right, then you may have missed an accident, or you could be in an accident, like a car wreck or something. So pay attention to what you're feeling, what comes into your mind before you make, before you make any decisions. Remember, no decision is right or wrong, but in certain situations, it is. Okay, so next one is Success. It's time for something to drink again, my friends. I am thirsty. Hang on just a bit. Success. Okay, excuse me just a moment. I gotta drink a sip of water. All right. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Success can mean many things to the ego self, but the soul only knows one triumph, and that is to love. When your soul is no longer manifested in the physical dimension, it is a time of reflection on how successful it was with the endeavor. So in other words, when your body dies, your soul will go back to home, whatever you want to call it, home, heaven, the universe, whatever, or source. You'll go back there and you will kind of reevaluate what you learned, what you lived, what you learned, what you moved through, what you didn't learn, those kind of things. That's what it's talking about. The soul doesn't care how big your house was, or how nice your car was, or how many bank accounts you had. The soul only cares about how you express love and compassion for others and yourself. In the infinite wisdom of the universe, the more love you demonstrate, the more you will receive. And even your ego's definition of success is altered. Your notion of how you would be perceived as successful will change. The material things that you thought would make you happy will not have the same appeal. Yeah. True enough. Okay, and the last one is Worry. Haven't gotten that one tonight. All right. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Worry is wasted emotion. it does nothing other than give you the illusion of control. When you expend too much energy worrying, it limits you and has an adverse effect on the natural energy of the soul. Worrying destroys the hope, faith, and excitement that are wonderful elements of this schoolroom called Earth. Remember that you are what you think, and you have the power to create positive thoughts, which beget positive outcomes. Worry is a negative emotion and sets you up for negative results. What unnecessary worries you are carrying around with you now? Examine them objectively in the light of love. Help your soul by releasing them and be fully connected to the current moment, which is where your power resides. Sorry, my phone is singing to me. It does that from time to time. So there you go, Cindy. Hope that was helpful. Let me know. Just say yes or no in the chat, or have Irma do it. It's fine. Okay, who's next?
Kate Whitehead Ford.
Hello, Kate. How are you doing? I am happy to do a reading for you as soon as I get myself organized here.
Yeah, sitting here. I got the list at 20.
Okay.
And we still have one more hanging out there. Becky wants to know if there's anything for her. She'd be number 21. You want to put Becky on there?
Of course.
All right, Becky, you're on.
Don't turn anybody off my porch.
You're number 21. I'm going to break. I thought 20 was your limit, so
No.
you might need new paper.
You know what? When people come here, they're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So I need to help them.
All
if
right,
I can.
Becky, you were on the list. Just hang in there.
Okay, who am I doing now again?
Kate
Kate.
Whitehead.
I'm sorry, Kate. I explained I'm not good with names, only numbers and other things. Okay.
Cindy says thank you very much from Irma, from her and Irma.
Mm-hmm. Hope it was
Becky,
helpful.
I'm gonna wear you back. I gotta write the name down here.
Okay, Kate.
Peace.
First card is happiness. Your second card is worry. Wow, that's kind of wild. Okay, and the third one is balance. Okay, so that makes sense. What is the opposite of worry? Happiness. There you go. Okay, let's see where this takes us, my dear. Happiness. Happy. Happy. Okay. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. That's right. Before incarnating your soul oh my God, I can't talk. Your soul created a blueprint for you to follow in the physical dimension. The easiest way to chart this path is to follow your bliss. Life is full of choices and opportunities. Spirit, in its infinite wisdom, has given you the emotion of happiness to guide you. The signposts are already there, but you have to acknowledge them and have the courage to follow them. As you hold this card, which you can't do right now, but I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna bring in the power of the universe for you. There you go. Okay, you're feeling it. Okay. Do you feel that you are living a life of happiness? In what areas is lacking? In what areas do you feel your life is lacking? It may be time to be truthful with your soul self. Listen to its language and into it. If there is someone or a scenario holding you back from experiencing complete happiness in your life, even though it may be painful to admit, you need to be completely truthful. Yeah, that's so true. Be mindful of how happiness will affect every aspect of your life on your path. Also, intuit if there is someone else in your life who needs to be brought into the awareness of happiness. That is important to recognize as well. Others will want to learn from you, and whether you admit it or not, you can be their teacher. When you are filled with love and compassion, not only do you bring happiness into your life, but you lead others by example. Be the light. Absolutely, sister. There you go. Okay, we're gonna read worry again, but we just read it, but it's okay. It's worthy of reading.
Dan's here.
Dan, our buddy Dan.
Dan Norvell, yeah.
Hello, Dan Norvell. Well, you're out there in cyberspace someplace. Okay, the next card is worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Worry is a wasted emotion. It does nothing other than give you the illusion of control. When you expend too much energy worrying, it limits you and has the adverse effect on your natural energy of the soul. Worrying destroys the hope, faith, and excitement that are wonderful elements of this schoolroom called Earth. Remember that you are what you think, and you have the power to create positive thoughts which beget positive outcomes. Worry is a negative emotion and sets you up for negative results. What unnecessary worries are you carrying around with you now? Get them off your plate. I'm telling you this. Shoo them off your plate. Put new good things there. Okay. Examine them objectively in the light of love. Help your soul by releasing them and be fully connected to the current moment, which is where your power resides. All right? So we have happiness and we have worry, and now we're going to have balance. That's your third card. I like that. I like that draw right there. That's pretty cool. Balance. There we go. Okay. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides a situation your equitable, objective perspective. Well, that was a mouthful of words, wasn't it? It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in itself. Oh my God, you want to read these? Because my tongue's twisting around. Okay. What is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment? This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique, authentic life story, and you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand his or her motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits. You will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. So, first you want to be happy. Pick that, and then push the worry out, get rid of it, open a new door, and balance what you left behind. That's a pretty good read, I'd say, because you don't normally get these two words in the same reading. So there you go. I hope that helps. Let me know, yes or no. If not, we can always do another reading for you. Sometimes spirits come in and take over the readings. They do, I swear. Had that happen many times. Both doing tarot readings and doing psychic readings, which I don't do very much anymore. Joyce is next. Right?
Yep.
You're ready, Joyce.
Joyce Papasay. She said I said that correctly.
Yay, Russ. You're lucky. He destroys most names. Hang on. The card just kind of flipped over. I probably should be reading the card right now. Okay. I'm getting there. Alright. Let's try it. Let's see what we get here. That mixed up pretty good. Alrighty. First card for Joyce.
Yep.
Is forgiveness. Next card is blame. And their third card is success. They look like they kind of fit to me. If they fit for your situation. Okay. Forgiveness. Be very hard for some people. I've seen it many times. Okay. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Excuse me just a moment. I need another drink of water. Okay. You can never flow with your natural energy of love unless you release the negative energy of hate, anger, intolerance, or blame. Every soul in your path has free will, and you have no control over that. What you do have control over is how you react to the manifestation of others' free will. Holding on to the negative energy will strengthen karmic cycles. In other words, you're going to have to come back and do it again if you can't learn to forgive. The most important person you must learn to forgive, is always yourself. Blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will attract all good things into your life. Okay? So, first there's forgiveness, okay? And then you still have to go through the cycle of blame. So let's read that one. Everybody has to go through this. It's not just you. Okay. I accept responsibility for my well-being. It is so easy to give away the power to transform your life. Certainly there have been people along your path who have shaped you into who you are today, but you are solely responsible for your own happiness. The ego can be a fragile thing, and if it comes under fire, the first instinct is to blame an outside force. Victim consciousness weakens the connection that you have to your soul source. The mindset says, I don't have the power inside myself to break free because someone else's power is stronger. That's not true. Let me read this. This is an illusion. When you believe that someone else is responsible for your problems, that belief is the problem. Personal responsibility can empower you to change your reality. Lasting transformation always begins on the inside and works its way out. There is a difference between a reason and an excuse. A reason is valid and unavoidable. An excuse is an attempt to shift the blame. So, I hope that helps. Could be about you, could be somebody you know.
Well, she says that she's been going through a lot with her kids, so you understand that one.
We understand that very much. I might message you later and tell you why. Okay. Success. We all have to go through some really karmatic times in our life, and sometimes they don't make sense, but they usually do. After you realize that, that things, let's go on to the next card. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Success can mean many things to ego self. But the soul only knows one triumph, and that is to love. When your soul is no longer manifested in the physical dimension, it is a time of reflection on how successful it was with that endeavor. The soul doesn't care how big your house was, or how nice your car was, or how many bank accounts you had. The soul only cares about how you express love and compassion. In the infinite wisdom of the universe, the more love you demonstrate, the more you will receive. And even your ego's definition of success is altered. Your notion of how you would be perceived as successful will change. The material things that you thought would make you happy will not have the same appeal. When you start realizing that the important things in your life is your family, your friends, your dog, your cat, walking in the woods, hugging a tree, whatever it is, but it's, that's not, money, that's just something we have to live in this country, in this world. But money does not make who we are. And definitely, the things you buy, you can't take it with you. So if you want to say this is, if you're thinking about saving money, that's a good way to do it. Downsize, sell what you don't need, get it off, get it out of the garage, get it out of your shop, whatever. And use that for something really good for yourself and your family. There you go. Nothing better than, Russ and I, we live in an RV trailer, people. And I don't know if you know that, but we do. And every day I get up and thank God that He's given me everything I need. Food, a roof over my head, a funny little dog that barks all the time for no reason, and a great husband for 40 years. So what else do you need, right? So there you go. That is success, my dear. Okay, so who's next? Lindsay?
Greer.
Huh?
Greer.
Hello, Lindsay.
I guess that's right. My writing's so bad, the doctor can't read it.
Yeah, he's got like that prescription kind of writing. He didn't used to. He actually used to write like normal people. Now he just kind of scribbles.
Well,
and think everybody's going to know what he's saying,
hey, it's from all my trips to the doctor's office. They showed me how to write.
I think so. Okay. Lindsay, concentrate on what you want to know, my dear. Let's see if we can get you an answer, or at least the right direction, anyway. I'm sorry, my nose is itching. And you know what? I don't know if you guys have ever had this. I know when when you're around Pepper, you sneeze, right? But when I'm around Pepper, I don't sneeze till like 10 minutes later, and then I sneeze. It's warm in here, isn't it? Kind of stuffy. Kind of humid today. I think we're gonna get a thunderstorm or something. Okay, Lindsay. You're very welcome, Joyce. My pleasure. Lindsay. The popular card tonight, Perseverance. Next card, Acceptance. It goes together. And the last card is Courage. All right. Lindsay, let's see what the little book has to say for you.
Joyce says you're an amazing woman. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Joyce. Thank you for coming.
What I got to do for love? I just,
Huh?
No love for the guy behind the curtain.
Well, I love you. I appreciate you.
You know.
They appreciate you too.
I'm back there just turning the wheels, making this stuff happen.
That's right. You are. You're my my great assistant. Okay.
All
Perseverance.
Right. Let's go.
I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Everybody's like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 people got that card tonight. I think people are giving up on their dreams. Don't give up on your dreams, people, please. Just because of everything that's going on does not mean that there isn't a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Okay? Promise me. Just, yeah. As a soul, you are on a mission in this physical dimension. You are the only one who knows the correct path that you want to take. Your intuition, your connection to spirit is your compass. Those are the only things that guide you. Okay. You have the power to stay the course, and you are stronger and more determined than you might first think. In order to experience many successes in life, you must mature and realize the strength within yourself and the quality of your inner courage. Please, every morning when you get up and you go into the bathroom to brush your teeth, you do your morning routine, whatever that may be. Look in the mirror at yourself, look into your eyes, and tell yourself, today is going to be different. I am going to move forward out of whatever situation I'm going through, and I'm going to be happy. There you go. Okay, last part. Life doesn't just happen. We must make it happen. That's right. It is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult. Nobody likes to step outside their comfort zone. I know. I used to hate it. And now I do it quite often. Some people don't like it, but I always tell people, if you don't want to know the answer, don't ask the question. Okay, because we concern ourselves with how others perceive us. Don't let other people's judgments against you make you think that you're less, because you're not. We are all beautiful souls. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. Now is the time to make your proper changes and take risks and do things you never could do before. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength. Yeah, because your strength and your joy and your happiness, everything comes from right here in your heart chakra. Everything comes from right here. Okay? And we have been getting a lot of downloads lately, and I don't know if you guys have felt it, but it has been an energy nightmare. Okay. Let's see. Live the joyfulness your soul yearns for and engage in activities you have always wanted to try, but we're afraid you'll fail it. But we're afraid you'd fail at. I don't know, that sentence does not make sense to me. Your soul would yearn for something that you couldn't accomplish. You have the strength and fortitude to be capable of greatness. And I totally agree. Okay. So keep going. Keep chugging away. Okay. Next card is acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Well, that's life. I mean, something happens and you can't change that. Okay. So, I am okay. Right now your soul is learning acceptance. This may force you to feel out of control in a situation or with another person in your life. Just realize that the universe has given you this incredible opportunity to release control. Perhaps doing so will help you realize that there is a rhythm or reason to everything in life. Rather than thinking that these are accidents that are occurring, refer to these as conditions as moments of the divine design. It's totally true. Maybe it is a person or a situation that you do not agree with right now. For the moment, instead of having a knee-jerk reaction based on an emotional response, stop, step back, observe, and make an attempt to understand both sides of the equation, which is an incredible gift for you to practice tolerance, grace, and patience. Realize that although you have come to accept a situation or a condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are condoning a behavior or that you support it. You see it for what it is and recognize that there is something rich to learn from it. There's always something new to learn, my friends. Okay, so the last card is courage. And who am I doing this for us? Us? Who am I doing this for?
Who? Lindsay?
Lindsay. I'm sorry, Lindsay. Told you I forget names really fast. Okay, last card is courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. You need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of fear's disguises. Perhaps you're changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This test has been brought to you because it is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you and only you can make the correct decision. By not taking the step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face the same obstacles again. So try to move through it, learn from it, get the best you can out of it, and just dump it and move on. A lot of people are going to have to learn to do that, I think, before all this is over that's going on in the country. So have to let things go and just let them ride. There you go, Lindsay. Hope it helped. By the way, if anybody wants any full readings, I do take donations, but I don't require a payment. You can contact me on Messenger, and we will do a video chat, and I'll do your readings for you there, which is a 7-card spread, and it covers past, present, future, all that good stuff. So these are just mostly in general advice from the guides, and the angels and stuff. So, and we were doing who?
Andrea.
First card. I'm getting that one a lot tonight. First card. It's courage.
You only got 7 more to go after that.
Oh, Lord. Second one is failure. And the third one is happiness. Okay. You know what? After this one, I need to cleanse the cards. Okay.
Now you're going on 2 hours?
Okay, I need, hang on just a second, guys. Sorry, guys. I had to check what my power was on my phone, make sure I wasn't going to run out. Okay, courage. Courage is the first card. Alright, let's see if I can. You need to remind yourself that part of the challenging of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Everybody has intuition, by the way, if you didn't know that. Oh, if you're wondering what this is, I recently quit smoking, almost 2 months now, right? About a month and a half.
Month and a half.
Yeah.
I'm over 2.
This is my last patch I have to go through. And I'm doing pretty good. Haven't had a cigarette yet. That's good. Okay, anyway, by listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all your fears. You might be changing jobs, relationship, or getting out of a relationship or entering a relationship. It's a test before you, because it's an opportunity to prove to yourself that you can do it. Okay? There's no problem. You can move forward and be who you're meant to be. Okay. So that's courage. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Life on earth is full of experiences, and we all should know that. Every little thing that we do every single day is a new experience. And if you're not learning something new every day, you should be. Okay. It is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow. Learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minuscule. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the word failure can prevent you from trying again. So in other words, don't give up. Just even if you make a mistake and you fall on your face, get up and say, I'm going to do this again because I know I can do this. Have confidence in yourself. You must come to the realization that there is no judgment with your soul's lessons. Realize that what you view as failure is just your soul telling you that there is another path. Embrace the maxim: when one door closes, another one opens, and you will revel in the knowingness that everything will reveal itself when it is meant to. No matter what, be true to your dream and your creative process. So, yeah. So don't give up. Keep trying. And maybe while you're trying again, you might find something that you want to add to your dream, or change it a little bit to make it feel more easy for you to accomplish. Okay. Last card is happiness. All right. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Before incarnating, that your soul created a blueprint. I don't know if you guys know that, but we do. Our soul creates what we're supposed to learn on earth while we're here. It's not set in stone. We can make mistakes. That's how we have mistakes, and why we learn from them, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that's what happens. We're in our soul, and we come into those little baby bodies, and we know a lot more than we let on, because, it's in our subconscious, not in our conscious mind. So we're relearning again. Okay. The easiest way to chart this path is to follow your bliss. Life is full of choices and opportunities. Spirit, in its infinite wisdom, has given you the emotion of happiness to guide you. The signposts are always there, but you have to acknowledge them and have the courage to follow them. Since you can't hold the card, since I'm not doing a personal reading, I'll just kind of skim through this one. Listen to the language. Okay. Beautiful when you. It may be time to be truthful with your soul self. Listen to its language and intuit if there's someone or a scenario holding you back from experiencing complete happiness. Even though it may be painful to admit, you need to be completely truthful with yourself. Like I said, the mirror work. You know, when you have to look at the mirror and you have to look into your eyes, that is the window to your soul. So you cannot lie to yourself. You can lie to a lot of people, but you can't lie to yourself. I mean, everybody goes through that. Okay, be mindful of how happiness will affect every aspect of your life on your path. Also, intuit if there's someone else in your life who needs to be brought into the awareness of happiness. This is important to recognize as well. Others will want to learn from you, and whether you admit it or not, you can be their teacher. There you go. Get through all this other stuff, having the courage to do stuff for yourself, not believing that you can fail, and moving into happiness. It all comes together. That's why I like these 3-card readings, because 7-card readings are pretty in-depth, but yeah. I mean, if you want to, you know, like I said, if you want a full reading with me, let me know. Just send me a message on Messenger, and we'll work out a time and a date. And like I said, I do take donations, but it's not required, and I don't take payments, not yet. Not yet. Okay, who's next? Hope that helped.
Well, I think it's Aletha, like Aletha Franklin, but Aletha Lynn.
Oh, hello, Letha. How are you?
We got 3 more people that showed up.
Okay. After them, that's it.
That's going to put you at 25. That's going to put you about 10 o'clock tonight.
Tell them, the last few people that came in, tell them that I'll be on again next Wednesday.
Well, they're listening right now, so.
if you guys want, because I get to that point where I start getting really tired.
Yeah.
And I'm getting there.
It's still got like 7 to go.
How long have they been on the list?
The 7? The whole time. The last 3, no. But, you know.
Okay. Whoever is
Sharon Rogers is the last.
Okay, Sharon, if you message me, I will do a reading for you. But if tomorrow would be okay, give me a day and a time that'd be best for you, and I will do a reading for you, okay? Anybody who's listening, that the last 3 people that are on this, which are, give the names.
Lisa Spencer, oh Lord. Becky Hasty, Hasty, Shannon Rogers, Lisa.
Okay. Ladies, contact me through Messenger, and I will give you a reading, okay?
I can't.
Whether that's today, tomorrow, whenever you can do it, it's convenient for you. All right, first card for Aletha is Imagination.
Jennifer Ruby. No, Jennifer, you're safe. You're about 2 more out.
Okay. Judgment is the second card. And there's a death card again. But like I said, don't freak out. It's not what it means. Okay. It's just a description of something else. Alright. Imagination. That's a new one tonight. I haven't heard that one. Like I said, I just got these cards, and you guys are the first one who are getting readings from them, so that's pretty cool. Alright, imagination. 1 second, please. Thirsty? And that light is giving me a headache. Okay. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. By its very nature, the physical body is limited by the three dimensions. But your mind is free to travel without boundaries and merge with the cosmic consciousness. Your mind is the great creator, and your imagination is its toolbox. Everything in life begins with the energy of imagination. Thoughts are real, and they can manifest themselves into the physical world. Train your mind to only have positive thoughts, and you will attract positivity into your life. If you can see it, you can be it. Visualize the components that you want in your life and imbue those thoughts with love, and they will become your reality. Conversely, if your mind strays to negative thoughts, you will only bring that energy to you. Be positive and loving. Be positive and loving. Imagination is creativity. Express yourself and let your imagination assist you in letting go of any creative blocks and allow your dreams to come true. Like if you're a writer or an artist and you haven't been able to do it lately because you just haven't felt like it, that's what it's talking about. Okay. Remember, you are not doing this for other people. It is for your soul opening up and singing its own unique song. Actually, it's kind of crazy. I'm getting ready to do my bachelor's degree project to the end of the thing, and we have to do that for our project. So yeah, can't wait to do it. I'm gonna do mine art. Art is gonna be my creativity. Okay, and my imagination. All right, next card is Judgment. If I can find it. Da 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 da. Somebody's binging me. I don't know who it is. Okay. Darn these cards. Okay. Judgment. Oh, here it is. Can't even read tonight. Okay. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. We all do. We are all spirit. We are all the same. It's only the roles that we have chosen to play here on Earth that makes us seem different. We all look different. We all are different sizes. Everything. But we're all still related. Okay. The big guest lesson you must have chosen to learn is love. There are so many situations in physical dimension that is possible to incarnate into, but the core lesson is to look past to look past these illusions. Blah. Okay. And see yourself in everyone. Each soul has chosen its own struggles, and your task is not to judge how someone goes about their life, but basically to only judge your life. Okay? Spirit is giving you the tools, excuse me, my nose is itching, of compassion. Help you see through the eyes of those who appear different. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel insignificant or inferior will allow you to feel better about yourself. That is an illusion. By diminishing others, you diminish yourself. Always learn to follow the golden rule. I will treat others as I would like to be treated. Everyone in your life is here to teach you something. So learn from them and learn from yourself. So there you go. The last card is a death card. But you know what that means? It only means you're leaving something behind. You got through it. You're going to advance your life. And you're going to move on for new beginnings. As soon as I find it, I will read it. Okay. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Death is an illusion. We all know that. Because we live on after our bodies die. Let's see. The energy and consciousness that inhabited that body is free and returns to its natural home. Heaven, home, source, whatever you believe. Okay. The energy and consciousness. Oh, okay, I already read that part. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change, because Stagnancy extinguishes progress. The same is true for a relationship or a career. A soul lesson must be completed, and it is time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into new horizons of learning and development. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life who have shared part of your path and taught you so much. Teachers, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, assorted relatives, anybody who's helped you along the way. Nurses, doctors, lawyers, whoever. I always say thank you. Okay. So where are we at now?
Christy Hamlin.
Okay. Hello, Christy. How are you doing?
Then Jennifer, Cindy, Bluno?
If he mispronounces your name,
Yeah.
just
Send me a
forgive him.
message later, just cut me as a friend, it's fine.
You're welcome, Althea. I think that's how you pronounce your name, right? Althea?
Althea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said it wrong.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry about that.
You're very welcome. We're all supposed to be, or, even though I drew the cards for you, somebody else that is listening tonight or was listening has probably some similar issues, and they've learned from that card too, so it's always good.
Let's see.
Althea.
Okay.
Thank you, Althea. Anyway.
It's a beautiful name anyway.
Say, who am I doing this for? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Let's get back on track. Christy.
Oh, Christy. Hello, Christy. First card is Adversity, which has all been going. This card keeps coming up. Judgment. Everybody is judging everyone else for whatever reason in this life right now, and we all need to stop it or it will never stop. The energies are so overpowering right now. Okay. And the last one is Forgiveness. So I know what this reading is pretty much about. Adversity. I don't think we read that one tonight. Maybe we have. I've read a lot. So adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Yes, I have read this one tonight. No one ever said that life is going to be easy. You should know that probably by now. Everybody goes through everything. Obstacles are presented to you so that you may overcome them. Believe that you will, because if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? Okay? Confidence comes to those who have succeeded in conquering adversity, and then the next hurdle won't seem so bad. If you can learn, something I learned a long time ago, if you can learn to, say, open that bill and it's a lot more money than you thought it was going to be, and without really going off too much, which I do too, without going off too much, then we can just kind of let it roll off like a rock, like throwing a rock over your shoulder, and just let it go and move on. Tomorrow's a new day, that kind of thing. So, yeah. And adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family. You are not alone. If you need help, others are waiting to offer assistance. I am here if you need me, by the way. And I am on Messenger. You can message me anytime. I'll get it as quickly as I can. Okay? Now, Judgment. Yeah, it's really hard to believe how many times that card has come up tonight. Okay, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. We are all spirit. We're all the same. I think I read this. The big lesson you have chosen to learn is to love. Before we all come here as spirits into new bodies, that is the one thing that we need to know and need to learn, is all about love. Every kind. So you may not believe me, but that is so true. Okay. There are two things that we come to this earth for: learning to forgive, learning to love. That's it. Pretty simple, huh? None of us ever really figured that out. Okay. Each soul has chosen its own struggles, and your task is not to judge how someone goes about overcoming these obstacles, but to assist that soul, help them through it. Spirit has given you the tools of compassion and empathy to help you see through the eyes of those who appear different. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel insignificant or inferior will allow you to feel better about yourself. It won't. Always learn to follow the golden rule. I will treat others as I would like to be treated. And if more people would do that, we wouldn't have so many arguments and fights in this country right now. Everyone in your life is here to teach you something about yourself. Accept the lesson with love and understanding. And the last one is forgiveness. Here we go. Y'all pretty much know what forgiveness means, right? You can never flow with your natural energy of love unless you release the negative energy of hate, anger, intolerance, or blame. Every soul in your path has free will, and you do not control how they live their life, basically. Holding on to the negative energy will strengthen karmic cycles, and forgiveness can break that pattern. See, if you don't learn to forgive while you're here, you'll come back and learn how to forgive the next time around. The most important person you must learn to forgive is always yourself. Blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will attract all good things into your life. But if I was to tell you that we should not, the word blame should not even be significant to any of us. I'll tell you more about that when I'm going to do a reading or do a live feed that isn't for readings, and you come back and listen to what I have to say. The dumb dog is outside barking, as always. Okay, forgiveness. Strengthening karmic cycles. Okay, like I said, if you don't learn it the first time, you'll have to come back and do it again. Because it says, blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will attract all good things into your life. If you don't let go of things and you keep the anger and hatred and all that going, your life will continue in that same cycle. Now, who wants to live like that, people? Come on. All right. So, who we got next?
Jennifer Rebeat.
Who was that for?
That was for Christy.
Thank you, Christy, for coming. I appreciate it.
This is Jennifer Ruby.
If you want a further reading, let me know. Just send me a message on Messenger. Who's this?
Jennifer Ruby. Again.
Jennifer Ruby.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I swear to God, I'm going to paste it to my head. Actually, I need a list over here. There's her name on it, you know. What do you think?
Yeah.
You need to write me out 2 lists. One for you, one for me. Okay. Jennifer. Ha! I remembered it. Was Donna on the list?
I do not see you, Donna.
Donna, would you do me a favor? Send me a message and tell me what day and time would be good for you, and I will do a reading for you.
I am super sorry I did not see you.
He didn't see you. I'm sorry.
I try to keep up.
It's okay, Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer. First card. Happiness. And the second card is envy. These cards have come up a lot tonight too. Spirits are trying to tell us some people. Uh-oh. And this card's come up several times too. Blame. So, when this happens, when we get repeat cards like this, it's because everybody that I'm reading them for are supposed to get here. You're here for a reason, and these are the things that we all need to learn. Spirits are saying, okay, everybody, out of the pool, we need to stop doing this and this and this, because we're never going to move forward. We're never going to get out of this cycle of what the heck is going on in this country. I know it, and you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to say any more about it. I'm not even going to get into. I don't get into politics, and I don't do that. But the spirits are trying to tell us something. So pay attention, please. Okay. Happiness. We know what happiness is supposed to be, but not a lot of us are happy or truly happy. So let's see what happiness. Okay.
Happiness is hard to find.
Okay, I said this before. Before we come to Earth, we sit down with anybody that we're going to be connected with in this lifetime, and say, okay, let's do this, and this is how I'll approach you about it, or whatever. There's a basic plan that we have to go by. It's not set in stone. We can change it. We can skew it into another career, whatever we're opposite of whatever we were supposed to be. It doesn't matter. It's just a guideline, basically. The easiest way to chart this path is to follow your bliss. Life is a cycle of choices, opportunities. Spirit, in its infinite wisdom, has given you the motion of happiness to guide you. The signposts are always there, but you have to acknowledge them and have the courage to follow them. Say to yourself, today, I'm done with all this other stuff. I'm getting off social media, and darn it, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to go out and sit under a tree in my yard. I'm going to go for a ride out in the country, whatever it takes. But happiness is your goal, okay? Be mindful of how happiness will affect every aspect of your life on your path. Also, intuitive if there is someone else in your life who needs to be brought into the awareness of happiness. Drag your family along if they're not happy, darn it. They need to be happy too. Happy home. There you go. This is important to recognize as well. Others will want to learn from you, and whether you admit it or not, you can be their teacher. When you're filled with love and compassion, not only do you bring happiness into your life, but you lead others by example. So be the light. Turn on that light. Turn on that flashlight. Let people follow you. Spirits will even follow you. Dog, stop. My dog is licking my toes. It's really gross. Okay. Next one is envy. I can tell I'm getting tired. I'm getting goofy. Okay. Alright. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. That's true. We are not all the same. Thank God. Okay. You must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. So you can't blame anybody else but yourself. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey, but to try to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason, because you want to learn about whatever it is you're doing in your life. Disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. Be who you are, not who somebody else is. And yeah, you never truly know what is going on in another person's life. So that falls under judgment too. You can't judge somebody else's life just because they have to live differently than you do. Okay? Be authentic to your inner voice, because only you know what is in your best interest. If you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate in an attempt to learn your original lessons again. I just like to go back through what you've already learned. I don't want to. I don't know about you. Okay, so you're getting down to, here we go with the blame again. This one really bothers me that we're getting a lot of this card. So, I accept responsibility for my own well-being. It is so easy to give away the power to transform your life. Don't give away your power. Certainly there have been people along your path who have shaped you into who you are today, but you are solely responsible for your own happiness. The ego can be a very fragile thing, and it comes under fire. The first instinct is to blame an outside force. Victim consciousness weakens the connection that you have to your soul. This mindset says, I don't have the power inside myself to break free because someone else holds power over me. No. If you're finding yourself in that situation, you need to figure out a way to get out of it because it's a toxic relationship. Okay. This is an illusion. When you believe that someone else is responsible for your problems, that belief is the problem. Personal responsibility can empower you to change your reality. Lasting transformation always begins on the inside and works its way out. There is a difference between a reason and an excuse. A reason is valid and unavoidable. An excuse is an attempt to shift the blame. It's always easier to blame somebody else for something you've done. I have a friend who's a corrections officer, and everybody in that jail is not guilty because they're too busy blaming the cops. They're too busy blaming the situation, why they got there. They're so convinced that somebody forced them, twisted their arm behind their back to say, you made me drink, or you made me do those drugs, or you made me speed and I got a ticket, or whatever. So, yeah, that's what that's about. So don't blame other people for what. You have to be truthful with yourself. Say, oh man, I did it again. Okay, so I've learned this lesson. I'm not going to do it again. So you move forward and you get on with your life and be happy. Yes, Jennifer. Yes. Lasting transformation. Absolutely. Okay, who's next?
All right, Cindy.
Don't say the last word, just Cindy is fine.
Cindy. That's it.
That's it?
So the last three you're going to...
Yeah.
That'd be Lisa, Becky, and Shannon.
Okay, Lisa, Becky, and Shannon. Can you, here, write down their names for me?
I got it right here.
Okay, last names too?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can look them up if I want to. Not if I want to. If they want me to, and I will do a reading for them whenever they choose. I'm usually home most of the time. We're not going anywhere really this month, just on short little trips.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys don't follow us, we have a page called Tumbleweed Travels, and we cover just about a lot of stuff. We cover historic places. We cover. We're going to be on tomorrow night. I'll tell you what. We'll be on our Tumbleweed Travels tomorrow night at, what did I say? I think it's like 5 o'clock or something. So look it up on Facebook and go over and follow us, and then you'll know when we come on live. So yeah. You're welcome, Jennifer. Okay. Sounds good. And I'm sorry. Name again?
Pardon me?
Name?
Oh, here? Oh, Cindy.
Cindy. Okay. I feel like I need to shuffle the cards a little bit. There's different ways to shuffle cards. You know that?
Do you know? Oh, Lord, I'm messing that one up.
Do not make...
Bueno.
Hi, Charlotte. Charlotte been here before?
Well, however you pronounce that last name, we love it.
You said Christy, right?
Cindy.
Cindy, first card is...
did Christy a while back.
Grief. Second card is growth. And the third card is abundance. Rose, right? Do you see her on there, Russ?
Yeah, I see Rose.
Okay, well, tell her what we've been, and Charlotte, tell them both what we said.
Well, you're speaking right now.
I know, but I got to do this reading, so.
We'll do the reading first then.
Okay. Yes, I would love to give you a reading, Rose. Yes, Charlotte, and we're gonna do that, but not to do it at a different time. But Russ will tell you all about that here in a minute.
She's been going 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay. Nothing is gone forever. The belief that we have lost someone or something is merely an illusion to assist us in learning to appreciate our having had it in the first place.
Oh,
But
I'm not this last name that I'm writing down here. Go
oh,
ahead.
the emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real. But that is the point. The lesson of loss is not about actual physical separation, because the parting is temporary and illusory. The point of the lesson is to acknowledge that the bonds of love never end and that we have not been abandoned. When you accept in your heart that you will be reuniting with everyone you ever loved, it will give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive something beneficial from the experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up the opportunity that you and your soul family have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. Grief could be loss of anything. It could be loss of a home, a parent, a dog, whatever. It's very difficult to get through grief. It's probably the most horrendous thing ever invented. But we have to try and move through and just know that you're not separated from whoever you lost or whatever you lost, because things can be replaced. People and animals and stuff, they cannot be replaced. And so once we get through the initial shock of the loss, then we need to work toward realize that our loved ones are always with us. The only thing that you can take with you to the other side is love. It's the only thing. It's all they want. They want you to come back better than you came, or as good as. So try to no matter what you've lost, you can still move forward and be strong. Basically kind of what it's saying. So, and you'll have a better understanding about it too. I don't know. I've lost a lot of people in my life, and it never gets any easier. Never gets any easier. Okay, so the next card is growth. It says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. You're constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you, it is also about recognizing every person and circumstance on your path as a teacher. The constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from the signposts that Spirit has left on your path. Take the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge these gifts and take them to heart as you continue your sojourn. Sorry, guys. In this physical dimension. Don't look for the opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that are given to you. Okay. So, and the last card is, sometimes we don't appreciate things right at first, and then it like hits us in the head and go, oh yeah, thank God, there you go. Okay, acceptance. I am learning to accept things I cannot change. Okay, right now, as a matter of fact, that's the saying that when you're addicted to something, like drugs or alcohol, that's the saying they want you to say. You can't change things you cannot change. I mean, it's simple. Right now, your soul is learning acceptance. This may force you to feel out of control in a situation or with another person in your life. Just realize that the universe has given you this incredible opportunity to release control. Perhaps doing so will help you realize that there is a rhythm or reason to everything in life. Rather than thinking that these are accidents that are occurring, refer to these conditions as moments of divine design. May May it be a person or a situation that you do not agree with. Maybe it will be a person or situation you do not agree with right now. For the moment, instead of having a knee-jerk reaction based on emotional response, step back, observe, and make an attempt to understand both sides of the equation, which is an incredible gift for you to practice tolerance, grace, and patience. Realize that although you have come to accept a situation or a condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are condoning a behavior or that you support it. You see it for what it is and recognize that there is something rich to learn from it. So there you go. You know what? I read the wrong one. Sorry about that. I read acceptance, but it worked too. Okay, abundance. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Always remember that you are God, and God is all about creation. God says yes, the ego says no. In order to have abundance in all areas of your life, you must create the space of receiving and know that you are deserving of anything your heart desires. The more you can release limited thinking and worrying, the more open you are to receiving the infinite flow of the universe. Allow yourself to have fun when manifesting what you want in your life and enjoy the process. By embracing a positive mindset, you are opening the door to unexpected abundance. It is natural to have abundance in your life, and you must realize that any thoughts of limitless may have come from either a past life or a life condition you have chosen to overcome. They could also originate from programming that you received from the environment you grew up in and value systems you were taught when you were young. Now is the time to begin to live with the realization that you are worthy of having abundance in every aspect of your life. When you are in the vibration of receiving, you can manifest whatever you desire in the physical reality. So, sorry about the wrong one, but that was the right one, the abundance one. Yeah. So, I hope it helped. And before I go, guys, anybody that did not get a reading tonight, you can contact me on Messenger, Sandra J. Wells, and I will do a reading for you since I couldn't do one tonight, right now. Pick your time and date, maybe in the next day or so, and because next Wednesday I'll be doing readings again. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope everybody enjoyed their readings. Please let me know by messenger or something. If you really enjoyed your reading, please go to my Sandra J. Wells page and maybe give me a little recommendation so that because I'm going to be putting together a blog where we'll be doing the readings from instead of here on Facebook, but it'll be a little while because I'm busy doing other things. So anyway, love you guys. Take care. Have a great night.